Let's see.
We all have moments where we know exactly what needs to be done, yet we avoid it. Not because we're incapable, but because we've trained our minds to choose comfort over growth. We wake up with energy. We scroll. We escape into distractions. We postpone important tasks until they pile up into pressure and panic. We know what needs to be done, but somehow we don't do it. And this is where dreams start dying silently. Not in one big crash, but in tiny decisions every day to stay comfortable. We get stuck in this endless loop of delay and disappointment. And we start believing that we're lazy. But we're not. We've just been tricked into thinking comfort is success. But comfort never made anyone proud. Growth never comes from ease. It comes from doing the things you don't want to do. Showing up when your body says rest. Acting when your mind says wait. Discipline is not a trait you're born with. It's a skill you build. Every time you take action despite resistance. Every time you choose to show up when it's hard, you strengthen your ability to act without needing to feel ready. And that's what separates the ones who rise from the ones who remain stuck. Every time you delay, you weaken that discipline. Every time you say tomorrow, you give your power away. And tomorrow becomes a cycle that repeats until your dreams are buried in the graveyard of potential. The longer you wait, the louder the excuses become, and regret grows heavier. There is no pain deeper than realizing you had the time, the talent, the opportunity, but not the action. You don't need to do everything in a day, but you do need to start. And you need to stop lying to yourself about why you haven't taken that first step, because deep down, you know the truth. You know the exact habits keeping you stuck, and you know that if you don't change them now, nothing changes later. You don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your discipline. And if your discipline is weak, your dreams will remain just that, dreams. You think you need motivation, but what you actually need is a reason. A why so strong that it overpowers every excuse you throw at it. A reason that makes quitting more painful than pushing forward. Because when your reason is clear, your energy follows. When you don't have a why, your mind makes excuses. But when your why is strong, your body moves, even when it's tired, even when it's dark, even when it's hard. And that's the moment you break the old version of you and build something stronger. Start small. Take one step. Record one video. Send one email. Write one page. Lift one weight. The size doesn't matter. What matters is motion. Because motion kills procrastination. And procrastination is the silent killer of progress. Every time you choose comfort over effort, you reinforce the old identity. But every time you choose action over excuses, you cast a vote for who you want to become. And those votes add up. They become your identity. And your identity is what shapes your destiny. So the more you show up for yourself, the more you trust yourself. And that self-trust becomes unshakable confidence. You stop needing external validation because your proof is in your discipline, your results, your consistency. It's not about being extreme. It's about being consistent. It's about becoming the kind of person who moves forward, even when no one is clapping, even when no one is watching, even when no one believes in you, because you believe in you. You believe in your vision, and that belief grows stronger with every decision you keep. The problem is not your ability. The problem is your patterns, the cycles of delay, the habits of distraction, the addiction to comfort. And these patterns won't break by chance. They'll only break by choice, by choosing to move when you don't want to, choosing to stay focused when distractions tempt you, choosing to stay consistent, even when the results are slow. Because slow results are still progress, and small wins are still wins. They build momentum. They build confidence. They build proof that you're capable of change. And once you see that, once you feel the shift inside you, that's when you become unstoppable. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger, smarter, sharper. You stop overthinking and start doing. You stop hesitating and start executing. And the people around you start noticing the difference. not because you talk about it, but because they see it in the way you carry yourself, in the way you move with purpose and clarity. Because clarity is born through action, not thought. Stop thinking so much and start doing one task, one decision, one uncomfortable move forward every day, one brick at a time, one day at a time. And before you know it, you've built momentum. And once momentum kicks in, nothing can stop you. Not failure, not setbacks, not doubt, because you've trained your mind to take action regardless of circumstances. And that is the real power, the ability to move forward no matter what. You'll still have fears, but you won't let them control you. You'll still get tired, but you won't use it as an excuse. You'll still face resistance, but you won't back down, because you've made a decision, a real decision, to evolve, to rise, to become the person you were meant to be. And that person is not found in motivation. It's built in discipline, in those daily, quiet choices to take the hard path, to push through the noise, to lead yourself. You become a leader when you lead yourself. When you stop waiting to be rescued and realize no one is coming to save you. Your goals are your responsibility. Your change is your job. Your progress is on you. And the second you accept that, everything shifts. You stop blaming the world and start building your world. You realize you had the power all along. You were just letting fear hold the wheel. But not anymore. From this moment forward, you choose movement. You choose execution. You choose consistency. Not perfection. Not hype. Not temporary sparks. But real, steady action. The kind that compounds and transforms you day by day. That turns discipline into identity. And identity into legacy. Because who you are becoming matters more than what you're achieving. And when you build the habit of daily discipline, success becomes inevitable. Not because it happens overnight, but because it becomes who you are. And you no longer need to try so hard. Because taking action becomes your default. Your comfort zone becomes growth. Your normal becomes uncommon. And that is when you truly win. When you don't need to force it anymore. Because it's who you are. So no more waiting. No more talking. No more dreaming without doing. The time is now. This is your do or die moment. Not for your life, but for your potential. For the life you've been saying you want. The vision you keep replaying in your head. It won't come with luck. It won't come with ease. It will come with decisions, discipline, and daily uncomfortable action. So breathe in, lock in, move, and never stop. Because this is your time. And the future starts now.